Hi, I'm Nick Compass, Director of Instruction at Santa Ana Country Club. I'm out here on the 8th green, in particular this front left corner, where once every 30 days, that's where this pin location is going to be. So this is, without a doubt, the toughest pin location on this hole. We've got a ton of slope and not a lot of flat space here to get our ball to stay. So if you kind of come over here, it slopes a little bit in the front. We can see again, it's this top shelf as I work over here, how much down slope is right here. This edge kind of comes down here. Then it goes back here, falls off the back there. So again, I've got just this little tabletop right here. Then the big part here is over on this left side. Hey, it seems like if I would hit a ball over here, hey, that it would kind of come off this slope and come down to the pin and be a good spot and kind of get me in a good area. The tough part is, if I hit my shot over here, because this slope is so severe, and I get it at all, even if it's almost stopping, we're gonna watch this golf ball here, and we're gonna see it run all the way down, okay? And who knows where this is even gonna end up, okay? Now that was me dropping it, so I dropped that one and look where this thing ended up. So think if you hit a shot that's got a little bit of speed going that way, hey, it might end up all the way in the bunker. So first thing when we've got this pin here, whether I'm hitting a chip shot from 30 yards, whether I'm coming in from 100 yards or whatever it is, I think we've got to be careful of going too far left or thinking that's a good bailout area, okay? It's way too severe, okay? So what do we want to do, okay? Hey, I've got to try to get this ball that I think to come, I want to probably go at the flag. If I'm back further and I'm trying to be a little safer, I'm probably going to go more at the middle of the green and be fine with the bottom here and kind of putting up from here. So if we kind of come back down here, let's say we had missed my ball in this front area right here, okay? This isn't a bad spot at all. Now I do have to putt up the hill, but there's a good amount of slope behind it. Okay, so I got it up there, not that great of a putt. It broke a little bit more to the left than I thought, okay? But I got it up there at least, okay? Again, any of these spots from here, I don't think this is that bad of a putt from this area right here, okay? So now let's scoot back a little bit, and let's say we missed it short, but a little bit more in front, so let's go this way. Let's come over this way here. So let's say I missed it here, okay? So I'm just kind of short in front. I don't think this is that bad of a spot. Now it's much less severe here, so I think if I hit one up over here, it's either gonna stay or come down a little bit. So we can see that didn't roll much at all. So I'd run, again, I don't want to aim that much left. I want to be more in the middle here. So now this one here, hey, this has got a good amount of slope. And because I've got to aim out there to the left, it's going to take that speed. So again, this is going to be a tough putt. I'm going to have to aim pretty far out there. Okay, so let's see what that one does. Okay, good. I'd be happy with that. So again, from here, this kind of front spot, a ton of slope here. I was aiming out into this area. Okay, this is where I had to aim for that putt. Okay, so no matter if I'm just short of it, no matter if I'm 30 yards away, 100 yards away, I think the way that I'm going to try to play this is, biggest thing is, hey, I cannot miss way over to the left. We're going to go try that shot here in a second just for fun. That shot way over there to the left, I've got no chance of getting that to stop. Okay, if I kind of get in this front right here, it's not that bad. It's got a good amount of slope. It's a tough putt still, and I've got to make sure I play enough slope. If I don't, and it gets on the low side here, let's see if it'll probably stay there still. So it'll at least stay, but it's not going to get that close. Okay? But I think if I'm hitting a longer shot, I'm probably going at the flag to maybe just spot right here, kind of the middle of the green, kind of just this short middle of the green. If it goes a little bit long and I end up over there, that's not that bad of a putt from there. Okay? Obviously I do have to hit a good putt because there's not a lot of room there, but that's what I'm kind of looking at. Okay, now let's just say for fun, okay, I'm gonna pick these up now and we're gonna walk up over here. So I've missed my ball up over here, and like we were saying, this has got so much slope right here. So if I missed it way up here, this is like the worst spot to miss, thinking that it's gonna catch this edge and kind of run down. So now if I'm here and I go ahead and just try to putt one, which I'm just barely putting it down this slope here, We're gonna see how far this thing's gonna run. Catches that other slope. This might even go in the bunker, but it's gonna end up in the fringe, okay? And I'm lucky that I caught it. But now here's the big part there. Look how that ended up in the fringe. I've got a chip now, so I'm going from possibly putting to chipping. So again, this is the biggest area I've got to avoid with this pin location. I would much rather be just kind of short in front there, or even a little bit on the other side of that slope, putting back up. But if I miss it here and I have to just try to putt it from here, I'm gonna end up in that bunker or that fringe. And now I've got a chip out of a tough lie right there. So again, I cannot miss here. I cannot think that this is gonna catch the slope and gradually feed down to the hole. It's way too steep for us to do that, okay? Now, for fun, if I did have this shot, okay, the only way I could actually stop it from here is me putting a ton of spin on and hitting this shot that way, okay? So I've got about a 2-foot circle now. I already did this. I kind of played around with it. The first one I actually got it to stop. Then I did about 10 where I didn't get it to stop. And then I got one where it had some spin, hit the flag stick and stopped. And those were the two that stopped out of about 10 or 15 shots. So it's got maybe a 5 or 10% chance of me being able to do it. I'm pretty good with the wedge and trying to spin it. So let's try one here. Again, I've got a good lie. I'm trying to land it about 2 feet to the left, about 2 feet short and about a foot to the left there. And again, this is a very unnormal shot. I'm opening up this face a ton, and I'm trying to get this thing to spin as much as I can for this shot to get it to stop right there. And I've only got like a little 2 foot, maybe a foot window or foot spot that I've got to land it perfectly for that to happen. Oh, I got a good amount of spin on that, but see, a little too far again, so you can see how it runs off. Okay, I'm gonna give myself one more try. I'll put in there on the video, I'll show you the one that I did get to land it and get it to stop. But again, it was about a 1 out of 10 chance. So again, if I land it a little short, it'll hit the slope and run too much. If it lands long, it'll just like that one there. So again, I've got to get this spot just right. Having to get a ton of spin and land it just in a perfect little spot right there. Oh, maybe a little too long again. Okay, so again, tough shot. I'll play the one that I got it, but again, I think I maybe had about a 1 out of 10 chance of getting it to stop. You can see how that rolls so much. So again, I've got to avoid this. I can't have the thought process that, hey, this slope is here and it's going to gradually catch this slope and feed down to this pin and get close. It's way too steep, way too severe, and it's going to run out every single time. I'd much rather, here, come on down over here. I'd much rather end up just short in front there. Now, if you're only like, say, 30 or 40 yards, I think you can be aggressive and go at the pin, but you can't go left of the pin. You got to go either at the pin or just come up. If you're longer back, just kind of get it up in that front part right there, just kind of the middle of the green, maybe even a little short. If it goes a little long, that's fine. I can putt up from there or putt from there. That's the best way to play this whole location. And again, good news is it's only going to be there 1 out of every 30 days, so it's not happening all the time. But again, avoiding this and trying to play it from there for that 1 out of 30 times, and we'll be able to play this whole lot better with that pin location.